Hey, everybody. It's KickAss Kylie. I hope that you're having a freaking awesome day today. I feel like I've just been smashing it today. I've got so much done. I've been super productive. So if you're here, say g'day. Let me know if you are catching me live. Or please, pretty please, give me a hashtag replay if you are catching this in the replay. I'm just going to change this. It looks like I'm naked. I do have a dress on underneath. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. So guys, if you have missed any of my other videos, we're up to step 7, which is my step 7 to scaling your business on social media without being salesy or spammy, because I know so many people are struggling to share their business on social media. They're either getting crickets or they're driving people away, and they just don't know how to do it because you don't know what you don't know, which is why I've broken it down into 21 steps. So I'm going live each day to share my step-by-step secrets to success. And it's all part of my social media system, which I actually created an online course many, many moons ago. So step 7 is all about the art of storytelling, because facts tell, stories sell. And as humans, even as kids, we love to learn through stories. It's why, things like Sesame Street and Play School are so popular. Kids love stories. We love to watch movies and TV as adults. So stories are a way that we can be entertained, but we can learn at the same time. So it's being entertained, if you like. And for you, when it comes to your business, if you can add a testimonial or a success story, that's going to increase your conversion rate by 350%. But the problem is most people don't know the art of storytelling. And what they're doing is they're so busy trying to sell, and give all of the information about their products, and people just switch off. People don't care about all of the facts and the figures. And, hence the saying, facts tell, stories sell. And nobody wants to be told. But, stories are moving. They're inspiring. They can be entertaining. So you want to have a whole heap of stories in your toolbox to be able to promote the products and the services or the business opportunity that you're sharing with your family and friends. So I'm actually going to give you a 5-step framework to be able to share a story, because really stories are like your secret weapon to being able to sell when it comes to promoting your business on social media. And this 5-step formula is so freaking simple that absolutely anybody can do it. But before I give you the 5-step formula on how to share stories, I want to just take you back. So this is step 7 in this series, and we've done branding, we've done nailing your niche. So before I give you the 5-step formula, I want to just take you back, and we want to think about, who are we sharing the story for? Who is your audience? Who's the specific person or your ideal client that you want to share your product or service with? How do you want to help? How do you want to serve people? And you want to think about that person, your ideal client. And then the next step is, I just want you to get present to what's their caterpillar state. So the caterpillar state is their before state. So what's their painful problem? What are their struggles? What are their frustrations? What are their challenges? And then when you're thinking about your stories, you want to think about someone else who's also had those same challenges and frustrations, who's been in that same caterpillar state. And then I want you to think about the butterfly state. So with your ideal client, what are their dreams? What are their desires? What are the results that they're looking for? And again, think about people that you've already served. Think about your own story and what have been the results that you've helped others or you've been able to achieve yourself. Because at the end of the day, when we're sharing the stories, we need to know, what was that problem or struggle or frustration or challenge that you were dealing with, and then what was the result out the other side? And they're 2 of the pieces to the 5-step framework. And then we want to know, what was the solution? How are you going to help them? How did you get yourself or the people that you serve from that caterpillar state with that painful problem to the butterfly state with that transformation, with the results that they wanted? And that's helping you to start put yourself in the right mindset to then start thinking about, what are some of the stories that you want to be able to share with people. Now, here's the thing. It's not just your story. Now, you've probably got a gazillion stories that you can share, you also want to think about other people's stories. So that way you've got like all these stories in your toolbox. So then when you're talking to someone and you hear them go, I've got this problem, you can pull on that story and share that with confidence. And that's actually going to move that person to want to be able to purchase your product or service or join your opportunity if you're in network marketing, because they can relate to the story. And this is the thing with stories, is they've got to be real, they've got to be raw, they've got to be relatable, they've got to be authentic. And most importantly, if you're sharing your story, it has to be vulnerable. So I'm going to share this 5-step framework with you, and then I'm actually going to share with you my own story. So let me just share. So the first step in the 5-step framework, the art of storytelling, is you want to share your full name. Now, everyone knows me as KickAss Kylie, but of course, if I'm going to share my full name, it's Kylie Thomson, because what it does is it adds this authority, this credibility when you use your full name. The same as if you're sharing someone else's story. So if I'm going to share Jeff Ross, right? I'm going to talk about Jeff, but I'm going to talk about Jeff Ross because it makes it a little bit more, it's got that that authority behind it. So the second thing is you want to share where you're from. So that could be where you live and what your background is, because that's really important to, again, create that relatability. So your full name, where are you from? Step 3 is what did you do, or what was your background before you use this product or service, or before you joined your opportunity. And this is where we're creating relatability in this framework. So for example, if you wanted to help people who were teachers or nurses, well, then you want to find some other teachers and nurses that you've helped to be able to share their story. So then when Sally, who's a nurse, shares her story and her painful problem, you go, oh, well, let me tell you about Nancy. Nancy was a nurse. She was working shift work, blah, 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 right? And then they can go, so what it does is it builds belief in their mind that because you've helped this other nurse overcome their problem, you can help me because I'm a nurse too. So step 1, your full name. Step 2, where are you from? Step 3, what did you do, or what was your background? Step 4 is what is your objection or problem? So what was your painful problem, your challenge, your frustration before you started doing your product, your service, your opportunity, or whatever it is? And then step 5, because we want to end on that positive high note, what were the results? So super important that we follow that 5-step framework. So let me run through that with you, and I'm going to share my story. I haven't practiced this. I'm literally just going to share it off the cuff with you guys. So hi, my name's Kylie Thomson, and I live here in the beautiful Whitsundays in my little tree house. And prior to joining DreamTrips, I was actually a gym owner. I had 13 gyms. I was a stressed out, burnt out workaholic. And one day my 6-year-old came to me and she said, Mummy, all you ever do is work. You're always on your computer. You're always on the phone. When are we going to get to the fun? When are we going to get the fun, Mum? And when are we going to go on holidays? And I've got to tell you, it was like a knife through my heart, because I realized in that moment that I wasn't being fully present with my kids. I wasn't being the fun mum. All I did was work, and the most important things in my life were my kids, and I was missing them growing up. I had a full-time nanny, and I felt sick to my stomach. And when she shared that with me, it reduced me to tears. I literally dropped to my knees. I hugged her, sobbing, bawling my eyes out. And in that moment, I made a decision that I need to figure out a way that I could create passive income that could give me freedom, so that I could be the fun mum and spend time with my family, going on holidays and creating incredible memories together, giving my kids experiences, not things. And thank goodness a friend reached out to me and shared with me DreamTrips. 9 years later, I've been on more than 40 trips. I now have a passive income that helps take the pressure off financially, now being a single mum. And oh my goodness, I have met friends from all over the world. So not only have I checked off incredible bucket list destinations, I've saved a bucket load as I've checked off my bucket list. I've been able to make amazing new friends all over the world. I've been able to make amazing memories with my kids, and the relationship that we have is amazing. And now, as a travel addict, I had to become a dealer to support my habit. Now I get to help other people to be able to do the same, to be able to create that passive income, to create that true freedom, so that they can do what makes their heart sing. And that's my story. So guys, that was the 5-step framework. Your full name, where are you from? What did you do prior to using your product or service or opportunity? Number 4, what was your pain or problem? And step 5, what was the transformation or the measurable results? It's going to be relatable to your audience. Now, I shared one version of my story, but there's so many other versions that you can share. And this is the thing, you want to practice that 5-step framework, because depending on who you're sharing with, you want to share the version of your story that's relatable. Like another version of my story. Hi, I'm Kylie Thomson. I used to live on the Gold Coast, and prior to being introduced to DreamTrips, I actually lost everything. Like literally overnight, I lost everything. I went from being essentially a 7-figure income to overnight broken. And I was like Humpty Dumpty. I'd fallen off my wall. And thank goodness I got introduced to DreamTrips. And at the time, I didn't think I'd be able to travel for the next 5 to 10 years based on the mess that I was in. But I shared it with some people who shared it with some people who shared it with some people. And a year later, I was actually able to travel full time and go on over 30 trips in just 3 years with my kids. And I'm so grateful that I said yes to having a look at DreamTrips, because it's absolutely transformed my world. There are so many different aspects of the story, right? So again, if you're sharing it with someone who's in financial trouble, you share that part of the story, or you share someone else who's having that same problem. Maybe it's someone who struggles with network marketing. I could tell you Jeff Ross's story. Oh my goodness, I've got to tell you about my good friend and travel buddy, Jeff Ross. Now, he is based down in Tasmania. He's a man of faith. He's an amazing dad. He's a beautiful husband, and he's an online marketing nerd. And he joined, but initially he really struggled to connect with people because he was too busy trying to sell, and he was in his head and he didn't get into his heart. But you know what we did is we actually got him on a dream trip, and all of a sudden he got what DreamTrips was all about. He experienced our product, and now he's one of our top global leaders. He's actually one of our top trainers. He does online presentations, and he's absolutely crushing this, and now building a massive team, and he's like ranking up and hitting rank bonuses. He's been to multiple dream trips. He's been to Hawaii, Punta Cana, Fraser Island, and about to head to Mexico next month, which he qualified on that trip absolutely free. So if you're struggling with network marketing, don't worry. We have a system. We have training to support you, and it might not happen overnight, but if, just like Jeff, if you stay coachable, if you keep taking action, then we can help you get over whatever that painful challenge or problem is that you're having. So see, there's 3 different stories there that are all completely different, that have all, been able to help. Now, I'm also a single mum, right? So I could share my single mum version. Hey, I'm Kylie Thomson. I'm here in the beautiful Whitsundays. And you know what? As a single mum, my son, he has Crohn's disease. It's a chronic condition, and he spends a lot of time in hospital. We're in and out, and it's pretty much impossible for me to have a normal job. So I'm so grateful that I joined DreamTrips, because I was looking for a way that I could create passive income, but in a way that would give me freedom and flexibility with my lifestyle so that I could be there for my kids. And, just recently, Zach spent a month in hospital, and I was able to be there with him 24/7 by his hospital side. And I didn't even have to worry about my business because it was passive income, and the income kept coming in. But I'm also able to build my business right from my phone in pockets of time. So I was even able to grow my business whilst I was there in hospital. And so I love to be able to help other single mums to be able to turn their passports into profits, to create a passive income that creates freedom, so that they can also spend more time and have fun with their family, creating magical memories that are going to last a lifetime. So there's another story, right? There are so many stories. What about someone with a disability? Oh my goodness. I want to tell you about my beautiful friend, Trish Howard. Her and her husband, Chris, and their son, Joshua, they're from Tasmania, and Trish has cerebral palsy. And she's unable to hold down a full-time job. But guess what? Her husband, who is absolutely amazing, has 2 jobs just to, support the family. But what she wanted to do is she wanted to find a way that she could create income for their family, so that Chris didn't have to work so hard, and so that they could actually go on holidays and travel and make memories as a family. And just recently, I got to meet them on our Whit Sundays dream trip. And even though Trish was in a wheelchair, like, oh my goodness, with dream trips, they make dreams come true. And Trish was able to go to Whitehaven Beach. You know, she was able to snorkel and get in the water and just have the most amazing time. And like, that was the first family holiday that they'd ever had together. And, you know, she's already got her fees waived. When you're a FERF 4, you get your membership for free. And she's on a mission. She's like super close to qualifying for a free trip to Mexico. Like, how amazing is that? So guys, there are so many different stories that you can share. So what I want you to do as your homework from this video is I want you to think about your niche, your ideal target audience, and think about what are all of their painful problems. And then I want you to write a whole list of stories, and I want you to put them into that 5-step framework. So what is their full name? Where are they from? What is their background? What's their painful problem? And what was the transformation or the measurable results out the other side? And guys, of course, if you want to know about Dream Trips, will you please get in my inbox? I absolutely love helping people save a bucket load as they check off their bucket list. And with our travel savings club, like literally for every dollar you pay to be a part of our club, you get $3 in travel savings. So it's like a travel ATM. You put $1 in, you get 3 out, and the credit never expires. It's absolutely amazing. And once you've been a member for just 6 months, you get a free cruise. How freaking awesome is that? So if you want to go on a free cruise in 6 months and you want to create some travel savings so you can get on your next trip sooner, then please reach out to me. I would love to be able to help you so I can be sharing your story on social media as well. So guys, tomorrow we have step 8. And tomorrow I'm going to be teaching you my secret Facebook group strategy. We are going to ATM to an MBA. What does that mean? We're going to ATM your way to an MBA. That's ad tag message, ATM. It's a Facebook group strategy to an MBA and massive bank account. I absolutely love this system. And honestly, ATM and Facebook groups is such a simple system that anyone can do. And I absolutely love it because it builds community and it helps you to be able to grow your business. It's totally scalable, it's duplicatable, and it's definitely non-salesy and non-spammy. So check out tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe, hit follow, and of course, please, if I've added some value today, please smash the heart button, give me a hashtag value, and please share this with anyone else that you think that this could help. So guys, wishing you a super smiley, sensational evening. And my wish for you, of course, is that life is everything you've ever dreamed of, multiplied by infinity, because you, your family, your dreams, and your goals are all absolutely worth it. I'll see you tomorrow on the next video. Bye.